Hatfield, take one.
And 3, 2.
Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We are coming to you today from the state capitol, and I'm joined right now by Senator Brian Hatfield, who represents the 19th District, the Longview area.
Correct, Longview, Kelso, down the Columbia River and up the coast of Grace.
Really catch everybody's attention. What is Roadkill Caucus?
Well, Roadkill, I think the name raises the most questions for folks, but it comes after the old adage, political adage. The only thing you find in the middle of the road are yellow lines and dead skunks.
Okay.
So we didn't want to call ourselves the Dead Skunk Caucus, and we thought a lot of times we actually felt like roadkill as part of the process, and so the name kind of stuck. I think now folks are calling us the Roadies and a few other things, but it's a chance for at this point Democrats in the House and Senate, so it's a bicameral type of group, meeting as moderates and talking about issues, trying to find common ground, which as you know is kind of difficult for moderates because we're not the type that are going to be attending rallies. We have a lot of rallies in Olympia, the Tea Party folks, and then there's educators, folks that support a lot of government services rallying at the same time. Most of your moderates don't attend rallies or different meetings every month. I think they're just raising their kids, going to soccer games, going to basketball games, and so I think I and a lot of other members, Senator Steve Hobbs from the Snohomish County area is kind of a co-founder of the group, and we felt like we need a place for our legislative members that are kind of in the middle of the political spectrum to be able to share ideas and to possibly on certain issues rise up and say, here's where we're willing to go as a group, here's where we're not willing to go, and work not just as a thorn in the side of our leadership in the House and Senate, but actually work with them to try and kind of moderate the agenda a little bit.
So you mentioned Democrats. Are Republicans not invited?
Actually, as word has gotten out, and there's been a little bit of press coverage so far, we've been asked by a few Republicans if they could join Roadkill. I think there's always a worry when you start having caucuses, and there's been others around here in Olympia. There's certainly many in Washington D.C. That it's divisive and that it's somehow a threat to leadership. And we met with our leaders in the House and Senate earlier and said, this is not a coup. We're not trying to take over things. We just want to have a voice for moderates. And so at this point, this year, 2010, I don't think we'll have any Republicans in the group, but that certainly is an option for the future. And I think it's something that a lot of people would be impressed to see.
You mentioned, and I'm glad that you did, because it was leading me to my next question about, you're not trying to take over or anything like that. Because some may look at this and say, well, that's kind of exclusive. Does it take away from the issues that you all are focusing on in the legislature?
No, I don't think so at all. And again, I think it can help. It's a way to say, well, here's a group of folks, and here's how we feel. I think it's a lot quicker. And just the communication that we've had in our just 3 or 4 meetings since session began, it's been very healthy, and I think helpful for some folks that maybe were afraid, if you will, to speak up in the larger Democratic caucuses. Now feel like they've got a voice, they've got a place to share their concerns. And divisive, there is an active Green Curry caucus, they call themselves, and that's a get together on environmental issues. And they've been a pretty solid group on those issues. And this is just one more way for people to work together.
Yeah, a lot of folks may not know, but there's a lot of caucuses out there.
Oh, in Washington, D.C., and I have the list of the approximately 220 caucuses, from 4-H to the Blue Dog Coalition, which I think a lot of people would probably compare us to Minor League Baseball Caucus, the Physics Caucus. I probably would be
The list goes on and on.
Yeah. So I think the idea of folks getting together as a group and then being able to take those views, if we can find consensus in the middle, to take those views to leadership on the Democratic side, and hopefully again work on the Republican side of the aisle too, to say here's where the middle of the political spectrum wants to go. And I think there's a lot of people out there that feel like they don't have a voice, they don't have time to attend rallies. The left of the political spectrum, the right of the political spectrum make a lot of noise. And they garner a lot of attention, but that's not where the majority of the people are. Senator
Brian Hatfield, thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. Headline news at the top of the hour.
4:44.
Perfect.